Have you ever felt that unsettling silence? That deliberate lack of response that leaves you questioning your worth and your connection with someone you care about? It's a uniquely painful experience, being ignored by a woman whose attention you desire. But what if I told you that this very situation could be a powerful catalyst for your own growth, a journey into the depths of your psyche? Today, we're not talking about manipulative tactics or chasing after someone who isn't present. Instead, we're diving into 6 profound things you can do when faced with being ignored, drawing inspiration from the insightful world of Carl Jung, to not only navigate this challenging experience, but to emerge stronger and more self-aware. Get ready to shift your perspective, because how you respond to being ignored can reveal more about you than about anyone else. The first deep dive we need to take is into the realm of self-reflection and inner inquiry. When faced with silence, the natural tendency might be to externalize, to blame her, to wonder what you did wrong, to obsess over her reasons. But Jungian psychology teaches us the power of introversion, of turning inward to understand our own inner landscape. Ask yourself honestly, what emotions are arising within me right now? Is it anger, sadness, insecurity? Where do these feelings originate? Are they solely tied to this specific situation, or do they resonate with deeper patterns in my past? This isn't about self-blame, it's about self-awareness. By understanding your internal reactions, you gain valuable insights into your own needs and vulnerabilities, laying the foundation for a more grounded response. Now, the second profound action is to embrace the opportunity for detachment. Jung emphasized the importance of individuation, becoming a whole and integrated self, independent of external validation. Being ignored, while painful, presents an opportunity to practice this detachment. It forces you to confront the reality that you cannot control another person's actions or feelings. Instead of clinging to the hope of her attention, shift your focus back to yourself. What brings you joy, fulfillment, and a sense of purpose outside of this interaction? Re-engage with your hobbies, your passions, your friendships. This isn't about playing games. It's about reclaiming your emotional sovereignty and recognizing that your worth isn't dependent on someone else's acknowledgement. The third deep thing to do involves understanding the concept of projection. In Jungian psychology, projection is the unconscious act of attributing our own unacceptable thoughts, feelings, and qualities to others. Could it be that her ignoring you is triggering something within you that has less to do with her and more to do with your own fears of abandonment or inadequacy? Examining these potential projections can be uncomfortable, but it's crucial for personal growth. By taking responsibility for your own emotional landscape, you avoid placing the entire burden of your feelings on her actions. This self-awareness empowers you to respond from a place of inner strength rather than reactive hurt. The fourth profound action centers on cultivating inner value and self-worth. If your sense of self-worth is heavily reliant on external validation, being ignored can feel like a devastating blow. Jung highlighted the importance of finding your center within, of connecting with your deeper self beyond the ego's need for approval. Engage in practices that nurture your self-esteem, pursue your goals, develop your skills, practice self-compassion. The more secure you are in your own value, the less power another person's silence will have over you. When your sense of worth comes from within, being ignored becomes less of a personal attack and more of a reflection of their own state or priorities. The fifth deep step involves observing without judgment. Instead of immediately jumping to conclusions about why she's ignoring you, try to observe the situation with a sense of detached curiosity. Could there be factors at play that you're not aware of? Is she genuinely busy, dealing with personal issues, or perhaps needing space. This isn't about making excuses for a behavior, but about broadening your perspective beyond your own immediate feelings. Jungian psychology encourages us to see the complexity of human experience. By withholding judgment, you create space for a more nuanced understanding of the situation, even if that understanding doesn't provide all the answers you seek. Finally, the sixth and perhaps most empowering deep action is to focus relentlessly on your own growth and development. This is where your true power lies. While it's natural to feel a sting when ignored, dwelling on someone else's actions or inaction only drains your vital energy. Instead, redirect that precious energy inward, channeling it into becoming the absolute best version of yourself, entirely independent of external validation. This means making a conscious and consistent investment in your entire being. Invest deeply in your physical well-being through consistent exercise, nourishing foods, and adequate rest. When you feel strong and vital in your body, it naturally translates to a more confident and grounded presence. Simultaneously, nurture your mental well-being by expanding your knowledge, engaging in critical thinking, and practicing mindfulness to quiet the noise of external distractions and internal anxieties. Dive into new subjects, tackle challenging books, or even learn a new language. This intellectual expansion enriches your inner world, making you a more interesting and resilient individual. Crucially, prioritize your emotional well-being. This involves understanding and managing your feelings, building resilience to setbacks, and cultivating a positive outlook. It also means actively pursuing your passions and learning new skills that ignite your curiosity and provide a sense of accomplishment. Whether it's mastering a musical instrument, coding, hiking, or painting, these pursuits add layers to your identity and provide immense satisfaction that isn't dependent on anyone else's approval. Beyond personal pursuits, actively cultivate meaningful relationships with those who genuinely value and uplift you. Surround yourself with people who see your worth, celebrate your successes, and support your growth. These are the connections that truly enrich your life and remind you of the abundant support that exists outside of a single, non-responsive interaction. This continuous commitment to self-improvement aligns perfectly with Jung's concept of individuation, the lifelong journey of becoming a unique, whole, and fully realized individual. When your primary focus is on your own evolution, you naturally become more magnetic, resilient, and utterly compelling, radiating an inner strength that is far more attractive than any desperate plea for attention. Being ignored can be a painful trigger, but by embracing these 6 deep actions, rooted in Jungian wisdom, you transform what could be a moment of pain into a powerful catalyst for self-discovery and lasting personal growth. This aligns with Jung's concept of individuation, the lifelong journey of becoming a fully realized individual. When your focus is on your own growth, you become inherently more attractive and resilient, regardless of who is or isn't paying attention. Being ignored can be a painful trigger, but by embracing these 6 deep actions, rooted in Jungian wisdom, you can transform this experience into a powerful catalyst for self-discovery and lasting personal growth.